All right, we back. Can you guys see me? Ay, ay, ay. All right, I got to get Rusty back here. Oh, all right. All right, sweet. We're back. Rusty, we are back. I don't want to show your Woo. One sec, guys. Tell Rusty Graves, we're back live again. Okay, sending to Rusty Graves. Sorry about that, guys. I don't honestly know what happened on there. Let people roll back in. We'll keep going. Keep going here in a second. All right. Almost back here. Hey, welcome back, Rusty.
Thanks. I have
Sorry,
pants
I don't know what happened here. I'm not sure what happened, but we are back. People are rejoining us. I'm going to start the recording again. We'll just have to splice this one together. So, readiness is where we were at. Readiness. So, for a character, what readiness score means is that the character, how quickly does it take them to get ready? How many things do they need to be good? Like, so for example, we mentioned Tiffy earlier. You know, Tiffy, in order to hit her top end damage, needs the moment, needs her plate, needs special trainers, you know, etc., etc. And so that counts against their overall. So it might raise their total score, but lower their overall. So for a 5, character needs 0 or 1 special thing, plate, gear, moment, etc. to make them work well. For a 4, character needs 2 special things, plate, gear, etc. For a 3, character needs 3 special things, and for a 2, character needs 4 special things. So, Rusty, I know you're going to put up the poll, but talk to me. How many special things do you think this kind of looked like here?
Um, yeah. So for the green and blue moveset, I mean, I don't think the moment is even needed. I'm
It's
thinking
not.
zero special things because Honky Tonk's Blues plate, super common, was in the plate picker shop for years. Um, maybe I've seen Merrick's variation where he's running Hollywood Hogan to try to expedite the recycle on the move
Right?
damage. We didn't do it, and so I still think that's unless I'm a dummy, zero special things.
Yeah. I mean, well, like I say, let's so yeah, Jabroni Patterson could be possibly considered a rare trainer, and you would need him to start loaded turn 1 post 99 MP.
Oh,
Otherwise, you'd sacrifice move damage. So
lightning pole is live. Sorry.
no, you're good. You're good.
Something
Well,
I'm missing something. I had typed up the poll and not clicked launch.
gotcha.
And yeah,
Well,
I Patterson is more rare than the other pieces. So
right.
acknowledgement, like you said, Lee.
Yeah, but even if you need one, if Patterson is the one rare thing, that's still a 5 because it's 0 to 1 special things. So yeah, yeah, I could see. I mean, the Honky Tonk Blues is not a rare plate. You know, it was available for a long, long time. Yeah, I think Patterson is probably the. Footer says Honky Tonk eliminates newer players that weren't around to get the Honky Tonks Blues. Okay, okay.
Yeah, I think I've seen it in the marquee shop. I don't think I've seen it in the daily stip shop. So that's fair.
Uh, Yeah, if it's in the marquee shop, that maybe gives it. Well, but the overall vote from the community on Discord, I'm sorry, from Twitch is a 5, And similarly, Discord, in fact, Discord far outweighs the number of votes right now on Twitch because of our silly crash. Um, so, I mean, it seems like it's a 5, which is worrying me. Like, Tonga here is already, like, very high marks. So, but no, I agree, footers. I don't disagree that you definitely want to be objective. And for those who are new, if they've rejoined us at this point, we always try to say if it's a question between one or the other, we go with the lower score always, but because of that. But the vote was very overwhelmingly 5 this time around. So. All right, so for versatility is how usable is each character in different modes. So boss battle, feud, showdown, extreme rules, gem mania, etc., etc. So for a 5, character would need to be competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and they would also need to have a special gem type that would help them in extreme rules or gem mania. For a 4, character needs to be competitively usable in at least 2 modes, feud, boss, or showdown, and character would have a special gem type that would help them in boss or extreme rules. And then for a 3, character can be competitively usable in only one of the main 3 modes and doesn't necessarily have to have a special gem type, but maybe a sleeper for boss. And for a 2, character's not strong in any competitive format, but may be capable of winning tours and blitzes.
Okay, lightning poll is going live. And I have a thought on this, Lee. I think he's going to lose some points here because unless we're using triple purple, I don't see a Gem Mania or a Extreme Rules or a boss battle benefit to his best moveset, right? I mean, I'm seeing green and blue getting it done in feud, getting it done in showdown, but that's it. That's the problem with move damage guys is they don't do board transformation the way gem damage superstars do.
Right. And that is kind of a catch because if we, think of the triple purple, he definitely has enough to do Gemania and etc. And then, but if you consider his move damage build, like he has it, but yeah, and without the Tama plate, quite honestly, the gem damage build is quite underwhelming.
Right.
Quite underwhelming.
You're probably not going to want to move it there. And that's where this feels like a catch-22, right? To make him competitive and raise this score, we would then have to lower his score in readiness. So
maybe. Like, it's okay for them to have 2 different movesets that you would use in 2 different scenarios. It's just, again, if you're talking about Gemania, like, yeah, that is 100% fine, and that would still fall in the 4 or the 5 category, not just the 5. But if you're talking about, like, boss battle, yeah, he has, if leech gems get buffed and purple gems get buffed, he's going to be amazing for that, but he's still not going to be on the top end. Like, think about this weekend, purple gems are the go-to, and nobody is talking about, like, oh my gosh, I can't wait to use Tonga. They're like, okay, he would work for this, but we're talking about Julius, Jacob Fatu, even some others like Old Solo and stuff over him. So it is, yeah, it is kind of a catch, but
he might be a sleeper in boss battle. Let us look at this real quick before we move on.
Right.
His link is
50% gem damage.
5 Vita Legacy. Gems do 24% more.
Look at the new bloodline.
50% less damage from any move color. Any color gem. Or SmackDown move, a SmackDown link, plus 1 MP. So in Showdown, I actually think there is some tilt towards him because of how powerful that link is,
right?
With the new bloodline.
Yeah, I agree. If you pair him in Showdown with another new bloodline, although like if you get Jacob Fatu, I would put him in slot 2. I wouldn't use him as my go-to character, in that. But if you're going Tonga and Tongaloa, then yeah, I would put him in slot 1. But the vote on Twitch was dominantly 3 and overwhelmingly 3 on Discord as well. So
And for the video's sake, Sensei Kreese in the chat brings up a great point, and I think we've been misleading in this conversation if we haven't said it clearly. We do think he's effective in boss battle. We do think that, and Sensei Kreese made it clear, like he is. He could get the job done. He really could, especially triple purple.
Right.
He absolutely could.
Yep. Agreed. Well, I can make a note here in the fours that there's an argument to be had that he'll do great in boss and showdown. I mean, I agree. I don't disagree. I think he's my if you don't count OTC, he's my second favorite of the new Bloodline characters. I like him better than Solo, to be quite honest. So
yeah, me
helps.
too. Me too. He there is a place in this meta for Tama Tonga, but I am also not ambitiously racing him to 6 gold.
Right. Yeah, that's fair. Well, let's look at his coaching ability, and then I'll tell you what these are for the ratings. So his coaching ability at 31k is purple gems do 30% more damage. Moves that generate pyro gems will create 3 more pyro gems, which, if you don't have Maxine Dupree or Striker Drew, but even more importantly, Maxine Dupree, because if you've got William Regal, if you've got Ilya Dragunov, even Batista and some of these, that 3 more pyro gems is actually insane. This would replace Maxine to run William Regal's absolute best setup now. So for a 5 points means that this is an essential trainer or coaching ability that adds something you don't want to go into battle without. Widespread coaching ability. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability, helps the character being used reach their full potential. For a 3, niche trainer ability, it might be used on a couple characters, but overwhelmingly not used on a lot, but very valuable when needed. And for a 2, trainer or coacher ability offers something if you're missing better coaches and trainers.
I've got that lightning pole ready. It's going live. Lee, here's an observation for you as well. They took a very top shelf coach ability and put it on the bottom shelf for the whole community. 30% to purple gems was previously held by S and S plus tier superstars like Rockin' Roman and Jade Cargill. Now we have it on an A tier superstar that the majority of the competitive community will attain this month if they have not already. I think that's pretty spectacular. Now, is it as good as Zombie Gunther? Probably not. He's not giving me any MP, right? Which is always, and he's not excelling at something particularly incredible. But those are 2 really, really good abilities.
Agreed.
So I'm voting 4.
I agree. I would also give it a 4. And Twitch, somebody, whichever that screen is, not that screen, gave it a 4, and definitely also overwhelmingly on Discord was a 4. So I would agree. I think if you have William Regal but not Maxine, you now like Tama Tonga is your best goal right there. So 10, 18, 21 out of 25. That's pretty impressive.
That's excellent. An A tier superstar who
that is
typically A tier, where we see them hit around 18 power rating typically.
Well, we can look at that now because we've got this nice little master sheet breakdown here. So a 21 out of 25 in Tricksters will put him above Ali Goat. Wow, dang. Right. Put him above Ali Goat, but right below Ozzy Osbourne. It'll put him a mark lower than Miz, but way higher than Karrion Kross, way higher than Akam and Tranquillo.
That's right.
Yeah. And it puts him higher than the new Tribal Chief Solo.
Well, gosh, but I think that's the right score. I think that's the right score, and I think I would rather have Tama Tonga than those listed below him going into a brawl. So I think that's the right score.
Well, I think so too. Typically, the chat tends to get it right, and we try not to just screw that up. But there it is.
Hey, greatest of all time, Ali just never really had his day in the sun, did he? I mean, he was like,
For a hot moment.
but it was like right before Six Gold went live, and then I don't know, did he just not carry over into Gold?
It was
Or
very
what?
move damage based. Very, very, very move damage based.
Okay, so maybe 7 bronze if we swing back to move. There'll be a resurrection of the goat. But yeah,
Maybe.
but we worked really hard to get Goat Ali, so I would enjoy to see him be viable.
Yeah, 100%. 455 34, right?
You do a really
Four.
good job with this, Lee.
Thanks. Well, this is a whole new wrinkle. I'll add his poster and the video link later, but now you can see Tamatanga 21 out of 25, right below Ozzy, right above Goat Ali, which for an A tier, that is insane. That is insane.
You know, my favorite thing about Tamatanga is
What's that?
you might you might already know this, but for another company, he was an original member of the Bullet Club.
Oh,
Found-
yeah.
He's one of the first 3 in the BC. So
First 3 in the BC.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for this power rating. We're also going to power rate the old Solo Sokoa, see if he holds up better than this Solo Sokoa that's a 20 out of 25. See what happens there. Rusty, take us out.
hey, thanks for being on today with us on this power rating. If you're watching this on demand later, we'd love to invite you to join us on a Friday. Each and every Friday, we take a look at some of the newest and best and some of the classic superstars in the WWE Champions mobile game. We'll see you next time as you enter the chat.
Bye. All right. Well, let's go back in here and go to Solo Sokoa. Solo Sokoa.
I don't know that I've ever been as excited about a superstar that I never got as Trickster Solo.
Right?
Do you remember how excited I was about his preview?
Oh yeah, save it for once we record, because I mean that was something I was going to bring up actually. Was
Still don't have him.
Still don't have him. Well,
Still don't
I
have
got
him.
him, but I got him. Anyways, well, let me hit the
Keep
intro and we'll jump in here.
Okay, cool.
What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee and Rusty from Champions Chat, and we are live on the official channel after a big old crash and some of that kind of stuff. Very early in the day with over 40 of our very best friends, and we're going to power rate Solo Sokoa. And Rusty, you have a very, very endearing place in your heart for this character, don't you?
I have never wanted a superstar on my roster as bad as I wanted Solo Sokoa after his trial. Remember when we used to do week-long trials in Champions?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize we didn't do those anymore.
Well, you know, to this day, I still do not have Solo Sokoa on my roster. So he's to me, he's something that I'm still chasing and still trying to get shards for. And yeah, still missing out.
Still missing out. Well, if you watch our pulls videos, you know that I got a very, very lucky pull of Solo. I got him at 6-star silver, and I reached out to the community, to Bob and a few others, that whenever I pull somebody that I've never used, because I didn't get to use him, I didn't even get to use his preview because I was out camping that weekend, if you remember on there, and I heard very different reactions. One said he is still extraordinarily relevant at 6-star gold. Another said no, he is absolute hot garbage at 6-star gold. So I'm interested to see what we've got here because Yeah,
We're
this is
already
going to
seeing
be
that in the chat, right? One said, sadly, he's not very good anymore. And
right.
another said, I beg to differ with you. So the polarization has begun, and that's why we do power ratings to try to have a definitive answer
Right.
about whether or not someone is still relevant or still worth the chase.
Yep. Yep, that's right. Well, I will need to call upon the community here a little bit for him because, as I said, I didn't get to run him. I do have mine. We've played him a little bit there. He's going to kill Papa in 2 turns, Twitch Lobster said. Well, let me know, Twitch Lobster, if this is how we're going to run him. But if you agree with how we run him, that is. But here's a couple things to point out. One is Solo has a couple different moments. I don't know why there's only one showing here, but he should have this one, and he should have the story finished moment at least. But during
Well,
Faction Feud,
unlocked.
what's
I
that?
bet it's not. I bet it's not unlocked on that account.
Yeah, it's not. It's not. So yeah, that is what it is. We can't do anything. But also, we're not in Faction Feud. But just note, we're gonna rate him on a tour. But note that Faction Feud, he's gonna do a lot more damage on there. And then you've got this move set that I'm going to start us with, and then we're going to go to the Twitch chat and see what they say. The Spinning Solo, 4 MP Juggernaut build purple. Deal damage, choose 4 gems to make into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your black MP by 3 on every countdown turn and make 16 random gems purple at the end of the countdown. The Samoan Splash, deal damage plus 1.83 million bonus damage for every Juggernaut gem. If the opponent's class is Technician, increase your purple gem damage by 100% for 1 turn. So keep in mind, if we go up against Techs, this would hit 100% harder. And then the Headbutt drop, deal damage, decrease your Juggernaut gems by 2 turns, which is going to trigger all of the final effects. On the Entourage here, I need to put somebody else back here. Oh, what figures? I just had it loaded. Oh, let me see. Do I have a loadout for him? Did I save my loadout? I did. That's why. Okay, there we go.
And Twitch Lobster, one thing about Big Papa Pump is the default computer here is running him like triple red. So we may not see those Juggernaut gems from his purple moveset.
Right. Right. So the Entourage is going to be Carmelo. This is a rare trainer, rare coach right there. Purple moves that start with 4 and black moves start with 4. Then we're going to run the new Jacob Fatu for purple gems, do 60% more damage. Santa Hogan to get started loaded turn 1, and Rock and Roman for purple gems, do 30% more damage. You could have also used Tama Tonga that we just power rated on this as well. So on the strap now, we've got a 50% gem damage strap with double Fury 2s. And I'm not really sure on the plates. I do want to call out, we may use the drip just to show you what it can do. We do not use the drip on a regular basis because it is such a rare plate.
And
Such
his
a rare
ready
plate.
would plummet his score. So because it's not currently in rotation, it feels unnecessary to use it on stream.
Right. Yeah, you can't get it, quite frankly, anymore. You cannot get that plate. So, it is what it is. Anybody else in chat is there a plate that you think, oh man, don't miss this one? Let's see, that's an X-Break one. That's Snowfall. Hard Times. I think we're good. I think the only one I'm going to put on right now is the Bubba's Specs. Anytime you trigger a purple move, you increase your purple gem damage by 50%. The only reason I want to use that, not only because you only have one purple move, so it's not going to buff it much, but it does at least get you partway to if you're either going up against a Technician or you're going in Feud. And by the way, if you go up against Technician in Feud, that gets you all of those bonuses. So there it is. There it is. Let's see. Twitch Lobster. Don't have either, but do recall during trials I whooped Papa with that. Okay. So, anybody in the chat use this character often? Question mark? Silence? Crickets? Okay. No. Rusty, what do you think his damage is going to be?
Under 50 million. 40, so above 40, under 50.
Okay. All right. Let's see. This move set with a pretty basic setup. We've maxed our moves. Recycles flawlessly. That was 12 million.
Whoa.
You said over 40. That was 12 million. Footers, Bernie Mac, you guys said you use him every feud versus Tex. Do you run him like this? Do you run him a different way?
I could see why they would want the drip on him.
Right.
You know, that obviously that makes sense.
Yeah,
That's
the drip would
swing.
Yes, would change things dramatically. Footer says with a drip, yes, same move set, but with a drip. Brother Ray said, told you he's not good anymore.
But you know what, Lee? That means that this new Showboat solo is a lot better than we give him credit for, right?
Wow.
Especially by comparison, without a drip plate, he's going to be your go-to solo Sokoa.
Yeah, very possibly. Well, I'll maybe run the drip here in a second. Let's just look and see if there's anything else worth doing. Finisher, make 30 trap gems into red. Steal 3 juggernaut gems. That's very situational. Deal damage, choose 7 gems to make purple. Sub, 30 random subs for, that's not going to be very much damage. Turns into trap gems. If broken by the opponent, deal damage and randomly respawn a trap gem. Broken by you, deal damage, increase your purple MP. I don't think, I was going to say, I think the Tongaloa plate or Tama plate would work on him, but I don't think it's going to trigger off of a sub, actually. And then 24 random gems into trap gems. If broken by your opponent, if broken by you, increase your purple MP. Dang, so that wouldn't actually hit anywhere because that's not going to work. And that's going to turn him into red, so that plate wouldn't work. Yeah, it is cool, Twitch Lobster, it's
all heart's not an option then, I guess, with the sub. We're not going
to use the sub, but it doesn't. It turns him into red, not purple.
Okay.
So, like, I was thinking if we did all heart plus the new Tama plate. Yeah, Bernie Mac says with the drip against Tex in feud, that's a lot. He's doing 90 million. Well, nice. let's put the drip on here. Let's just see it. Oh no. We're going to get comments now. Oh, what am I doing? There we go. I was in the ultimate plates. Drip warning. I promise it's drip warning. We're not going to run this normally, but I don't know if there's a tech on the road that I can get to quickly. But I feel like, I mean, 100% damage on 17 million is not going to be that much. But let's see what he does here. If not, I'll try to find up against this. And then if not, then we'll do something else. Last feud versus tech with drip, 140 million. Twitch Lobster, I agree. What is a drip plate? What even is a drip plate?
Yeah, I don't have one. That's for sure.
I would argue the drip plate with as high of multi as they're getting out there now, the drip plate's going to become irrelevant at some point. I know that's crazy to think, but it will at some point become irrelevant because now you're talking 20 multiply, strength or whatever. So 7 isn't going to be as much, but still. So with drip, he hit 40 million. With drip. That is a huge difference. Huge difference.
200% increase.
Yeah. And I believe that then, because if you go up against a tech, that's another 100% on your base damage. So that might get you to between 45 and 50. If you go up against a tech in feud, you have both moments that affect him. I think he could easily get into that 90 plus million. But the only way he's going to stay relevant is the drip, right?
Well,
Jabroni with tech and moment, it's ridiculous. Without drip? ? Sorry, Rusty, what'd you say?
Oh, I was commenting on the chat. Yeah, Twitch Lobster says with the boss battle multipliers, right? So he's going to do some good stuff there as well.
Wow. Well, Jabroni says, I have the drip permanently parked on him. Footers says, very situational. I mean, I think we're good to call it. This is going to be interesting because we have never allowed ourselves to power rate someone with the drip. But if we power rate him without it, he's going to look like he barely hits at all.
Well, he does barely hit.
Wow. So do we power rate him with the drip, Rusty, or do we power rate him without it?
See that score. Let the developers see that score. Let them
All
cry.
Right.
Let them cry into their huge pillows.
Whoa. All right. This is funny. They're huge pillows. All right. Well, then, if we're talking about, I'll do it this way. Let's do both. Let's power rate the regular way, but at the same time, let's say what would it be with the drip. So with drip, we're hearing 5 is absolutely true on power, but without it, well, we're gonna see. This is gonna be hilarious. All right, 5 with drip only. All right, so 17 million out of 60 million is that even 40%?
No, it's less than 20 million, right? So 20 would be 33%.
Ooh. Wow. So no drip, he is a 1.
Nia Jax numbers his family member, so it runs in the family. Bro, that's the name of this video. Solo Sokoa is the new Nia Jax. That's the name of the video.
Oh, holy cow. All right, so speed now. For a 5, at least 2 of the following have to be true. MP charge is equal to or lesser than 6 MP. That's true. Moves recycle flawlessly. That's true. Animations are quick. That's true. But without the drip, there is no possible chance that he would win a feud match in under 45 seconds. So, once again, 5 with drip. But without the drip, I mean, the other things are true, but he's not going to win. I mean, maybe 1 to 2 minutes, maybe a 3, but realistically, in today's meta, you're probably going to be over 2 minutes with that. I mean, Steiner subbed us. If anything goes wrong, I mean, he's really a 2 without drip.
Wild.
This is actually more fun than I thought it was going to be. Wow. All right. Well, we're ready to move on to versatility here, or readiness here. So we're going to do 2 lightning pulls. We're going to do one with drip and one without drip. So do you want to start with drip or do you want to start without drip?
Without.
Okay. Without. So without, for a 5, character, yes, you want to be honest. I don't have Twitch app. Absolutely on there. So for a 5, character would need 0 to 1 special things, plate, gear, moment, etc. to make them work well. Keep in mind he needs mellow, which is super rare, and we're not talking about drip yet. So he needs mellow at least to be super rare. He needs the Bubba specs, and he still didn't even hit with that. And Jacob Fatu I had on there, which, I mean, arguably you could use somebody else, but the 50% trainer is super rare as well. So for a 4, character needs 2 special things. For a 3, character needs 3 special things. And Jabroni, yeah, I'll read your comment in a minute. But Rusty.
Readiness lightning poll is live. Readiness no drip. Cast your votes. I mean, he's ready. He's ready for something.
Yeah. Jabroni says, oh, go ahead.
They're asking me in the chat, you still want Solo Sokoa on your roster, Rusty? And it's like, no need. I'm good. I mean, maybe the new one so I can use the Mysterio's mask plate. That'd be cool.
Yeah.
It's like an orange and a toothpick.
Right? Wow.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
Uh,
how did the mighty have fallen?
right.
Goodness gracious.
This is actually though really. I mean, we've never done one where we had to have drip as part of it. So having like a dual rating, I think, is super cool with him. But Jabroni says with moment, mellow, freaking 17K Santa, and Goldberg, he could probably do quite a bit of damage. But that's a 1 or a 2 on the readiness scale, and he's still not a 4 out of 5 unless you have the drip. So, yeah, yeah.
So I've got a
Discord wrote it. Everybody did towards drip. Let's just be honest on Discord. Everybody did it with drip. So,
so do you want to just count that Discord score instead of a poll?
no, no, no. I mean, readiness. The poll on Twitch is fine, but if you talk about Discord here, like for example on readiness, he scored a 3 or a 4. But again, to Jabroni's point, you need 2 moments, maybe at least 1. You need mellow. You need 17K Santa. You need Goldberg. You don't necessarily need, and then drip. To get there. So a 2. Yeah, I mean, I would say a 2 with no drip is pretty fair. I think I think it's a 2 either way.
Okay. So no need to do a second readiness poll.
Yeah, I think that would work. Or 5
versatility poll. Sadly, still better than new solo post 99. Evo said.
Wow, Evo. Wow. Evo, it's a pretty killer roster. So, yeah. Well, let's talk about versatility. So for a 5, character has to be competitively usable in feud, boss, and showdown, and have a special gem type that helps with Gemmania and Extreme rules. For a 4, character has to be competitively usable in feud, boss, or showdown, at least 2 of them, and still have a special gem type. For a 3, character has to be competitively usable in one mode, feud, boss, or showdown, may occasionally be a sleeper for a boss. Or for a 2, character is not strong in any competitive format. Keep in mind, his moments are primarily feud based. So, as far as I know, there's no showdown moment, and, boss is what it is. So,
versatility poll is going live. Why y'all bashing on solos? We're not. We are unbiased. We want every superstar to be great.
Yeah.
Right? There's no vendetta here, friend.
We're just trying to call it like it is as best as possible.
Yeah, we're on the side of accuracy more than we are of any particular superstar.
Yep, that's true. That's true. Footer says on the last one, I voted a 2, and I love using him. So that's fair. That is as unbiased as you possibly can be.
I would say this. I would put Devon Dudley Acro, his power down, 4, maybe even 3 against non-showboats, and I still love using him. Right, one of my favorites. So
yeah,
what do we do?
Yeah, what do we do? Well, versatility is a 3 on Twitch, with very much so. It's between a 3 and a 4 on Discord, and so anytime we have, because it's there's the numbers will get close to each other with how many people voted on one versus the other. Anytime we have a discrepancy, we always go with the lower score. So I think we got to go 3.
3, yeah. Yeah, and the other thing I would say, Lee, is we're trying to just ask, is this person powerful in the current meta? Right. Not are they good or are they fun or will you like them? Right. That's subjective. That's like, I love Acrodom. Everybody knows it. And he is not powerful in the current meta, right? So
right.
That shouldn't affect who you use and why you use them.
Right. It shouldn't affect if you like them or not either. So, Entourage is our last ability. His Entourage is a trainer at 26k. Blue gems do 50% more damage. Multiply gems generated from move will increase their strength by 1. So from here, for a 5, it's an essential trainer coaching ability. Add something you don't want to go into battle without. For a 4, widely used trainer coaching ability, helps the character it's being used on reach their full potential. For a 3 is a niche trainer coaching ability, may not be used much but very valuable when needed. And for a 2, offers something you're missing if other trainers can't do the job better. Rusty.
Lightning pole for Entourage is live.
All right. So I would say prior to this last run where they put a bunch of blue gem damage trainers that are now 60%, one of which was free, he would have had the highest gem damage trainer, period. But that multi-gem is big, right?
Yeah, it's nice.
Yeah.
It's nice for people you don't need double MP on, though, right? So
Right.
you're gonna want him for like Tiffany Stratton, right? Triple blue,
Yep.
terrific.
Yep.
But I don't know. No, she's not using multis actually, so I'm not know if you're gonna use them there either.
Right.
Oh, Grayson Waller with the yellow and blue build. That'd be a great catch there. Entourage
So by
pole,
definition, does that make it niche or
where'd it go? It was a 4.
It's a 4.
And
I see it on
I
mine.
clicked unpin or something.
No,
I don't know
mine's
where-
still pinned.
Okay. Huh. I clicked something and it went away from my screen.
Oh, weird. Well, both the Discord and Twitch agree that it's a 4. I mean, that's overwhelming the top score on both of them. So I think we're ready to rate him, although it's going to be weird. So without the drip, we've got 3, 5, 8, and then 4. So we've got 12 no drip. And then for the first time ever, I need to add this. So we got 5, 10, 12, 15, 19 with drip. So 12 no drip, 19 with drip. So that means no matter how we look at him, he is less powerful than the new Solo Sokoa, at least by 1 point, even with drip. And if we go based off of the 12 right there, that will actually make him lower, lower than Brutus Creed and only above Road Dogg. That's crazy.
Wow. Wow.
Oh man, that's not. I mean, again, this doesn't mean he's not great. Like if you have the drip, you've got all the moments, and you use him in feud against a technician, 100% he could be your best character. Period to use. But the overall score doesn't lie. He's a 12 or a 19 on the very top end. So, my goodness, Rusty, what do you? Oh, you're black screened.
Yeah, well, I was just gonna say, I think I would take Final Boss Rock over Solo. I don't have a drip, and at least
Right.
Final Boss is kind of flexible and gives me some hope. Man, wow, yeah. So for feud, it is interesting how a moment or a plate or both will keep someone relevant and viable, and without it,
Yeah.
all the more reason why you should, if you don't have those pieces, maybe not chase certain things.
Right.
Because he may be a 12 on your roster when he would be a 19 on someone else's. So
Yeah, and 19 is not a bad score. 19 to 20 is the average range for your S tier characters that we've kind of seen this era. And again, like, so to call out some of the stuff in there. So Evolution says that's insane for how good he is in feud with the moment and the drip. This is insane. Like, this is a tale of two stories. If you have the drip, this could be the best tech or best trickster on your roster, no question, especially for feud. If you don't have the drip, you need to know that if you get him, you better not build him. Like, I started building him on my roster, and now I'm looking at that going, man, I wasted a lot of resources.
Yeah. So here's my hot take. I don't know that Solo's really that good. It's just that the drip is that good. Okay? So
Okay.
I think the drip plate is a S plus tier plate, and it
Yeah.
makes a lot of low grade superstars like Hall of Fame Andre the Giant become all world superstars. And I think that just says more about the drip. And I also think that says why they've um, taken it out of circulation to some degree.
Well, I mean, we could talk about the drip on another video here, but you need to go here in a sec. So I'm gonna stay on the stream. We're gonna keep going for a little bit. But Rusty, why don't you end this video? Tell us how much you wanted him last July and how you feel about this power rating now.
Solo went from something I thought I missed out on and wished I had to now something I'm glad I never got, because I would have never gotten a drip plate. I would have never been able to do all these wonderful magical things. I don't have the moment either. So join us every Friday for power ratings so you can see clearly the truth about the superstars that you covet. We'll see you next time, friends.
Bye. All right. Rusty needs to go pick up his daughter, so I'm going to take us back into the live section here. And look at that. So let me just address some thoughts here in the comments section. So Evolution, yeah, he's great for Max Entourage. Jamie say, not going to lie, don't have drip, still like Solo. That's great. But I think the one I really want to focus on, Mosh with Nico, the drip makes free characters like Dakota and Ludwig turn 1 monsters. And as we talked about, we have never allowed the drip to be used in power ratings before because it is so rare in the community. It's not available. So if it were rare but still available, it'd say, okay, but we can still use that, right? But it's rare and it's not available. So there's a lot of people, like I have an 11 million roster. I have no drips. No drip whatsoever. I know a number of people who have 3 or 4 drip plates, but it really is just not available to most. And so we've never allowed the drip plate to be on our power ratings before. I think this is a special case, just showing like that's where Solo lives. Like if you have the drip, that's where he lives. If you have the drip for Drip Coda, if you have the drip for, of course, your tech Ludwig Kaiser, they go from to holy cow, I hate to face him. So yeah, that's kind of the story here. But anyway, welcome back, Jamie Mod Streamers. Good to see you. Your phone was not working. So we've got a little bit of time here, and we're not doing polls today because we did a lot of them week 1 and kind of tapped ourselves for that. So what do you guys want to check out? We've got the 6-star gold account. We could do a should you take somebody 6-star gold video, show you some play with Ninja Turtles. What do you guys want to see? What would you like to see? Let me know in the comments section on the Twitch version. Sorry if you're on YouTube and commenting. I can't pull up YouTube in all of these. I have so many windows going right now that I can't do that. You don't have Solo, Twitch Lobster? I get you. I have Solo but no drip. So there's that. There's that. Yeah, iEvolution, let's test some math. The best way to run Showboat Owens. Yeah, I'll put up Showboat Owens real quick. While Evo, tell me what math we want to run. Jamie Mod, it does explain it on the videos because I try to over-explain throughout. But also, if you go into this document right here and go on to the tab, there is an explanation there as well. Chaga, we could run Umaga. I don't have him, and I've never run him before. So as long as the chat would be willing to walk me through that, That was Umaga was one that came out before we were official content creators. Never got him. Still don't have him. So okay, I Evolution, new Roman using new Seth versus Zombie Gunther. Sure, we can do that real quick too. That one's an easy one, in fact. Turtle Woods without any. All right, so for Kevin Owens, for those who asked on Greatest Hits, his best moveset is Triple Red. Deal damage, choose a 6x1 to make into Snowfall, that'll turn everything below it into red. The Stunner, deal damage, make the bottom 5 rows into Reinforced Gems, and then deal damage, increase your red gem damage, and then choose 7 gems to make yellow, and you break the Argentine Neckbreaker, break the Snowfall gems, and go from there. Then you're going to want to use the Bulldogs Bracers on there. Let's see, Hall of Fame Yokozuna for additional damage there, and etc. I don't think the bonus damage per X-Break gem is not going to scale. Steel yellows don't work very well. They're situational, I should say. 30 random subs into Snowfall yellow, that might actually be okay, and then Crossbreak gems. So the only way I would say you would run this one is if you've got the trainers that do 200% more for Snowfall gems, but otherwise that's it right there. Close to getting him. Wonder if it's worth spending, Chaga. Okay, well, let's check out for Evolution. Let's check out Seth. Roman wants to see OTC with Seth versus Gunther, and then we will run Umaga. Umaga. Or as T-Unit says, Umanga. It's Umanga. All right, so this moveset. Yep, that's the right moveset. Trainers. So, Evolution, you want me to show with 99 MP or without 99 MP? All right, so we'll start this with Gunther. There we go. All right, Evo. So we're going to run him with Purple Woods, Sherry, Gunther, and Mem. Just the multi-values all you care about? Okay, sounds good. So, yeah, it won't matter either way. I just don't want to throw it off by putting, like, Matt Hardy right here or something like that. And then just move over the strap. We don't need to put the other things on it. And Drip won't throw it off. I'll take off the glasses though, just to make sure we're not throwing anything off there. Drip won't do anything. So really this is just to make sure he's got a plate with a strap with double Fury 2s on there. And then we do have the moment. Multiply gems, increase the strength by 4. So first we're going to run him with Gunther, then we're going to run him with Seth. Now we are talking about red make yellow plate. Can we make Powerhouse Balter relevant again? I've tried him, but I don't think he's going to get there. Sorry. There we go. All right, so no Seth. You're talking multis of 21. And in testing, he had around 97 million, if I remember correctly. We've got a power rating video on him. No, 121. That's right. Oh, that's right, because of the moment. So 97 without the moment, 121 with the moment. And my goodness, that was fast, by the way. My goodness. So 121. So if you'd like to kill an ant with a nuclear missile, we can add Seth onto that and see what happens. Oh my goodness. Man, without Rusty's voice, the stream's so quiet. So just my head, my noise here is all I get. All right, so same thing. Now they're going to go up to strength 20, 24 with that. And, well, we went from 97 to 121, so this should be 160. You think it'll go down? All right, let's see it. Well, this is a good way to see, is Zombie Gunther the best coach in the game still? Or is it actually Seth now? All right, so these are 24s. So 121 with Zombie Gunther and 118. Interesting. Interesting evolution. You just showed me something that I don't think I was ready to see. How could that possibly have been that way? That doesn't make sense. Talk to me about the math. Because we added 3 more multis, which should have been 100%. Zombie Gunther buffs blue gems primarily, and then the multi-gem. So 60% on the multi-gem should not have equaled... I'm going to run this again. That should not have equaled more than a times 3 multiplier. Interesting. Just want to make sure we're not... We're not making things... Now, this had a lot more purple gems attached to it, though, too. Like the... Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah, it was 118 again. All right, I'm going to switch back to Zombie Gunther. All things are the same. 60% on the multiply gems, but times 21. Interesting. So then... Okay, Evo, I see you. I'm gonna run it the way we just did with Gunther, and then we're gonna swap out Memrock instead, because theoretically that should be the best combination now. But that is the math, as Merrick's would say, the math ain't mathin' here. I am floored that you proved this, but you darn well proved it. All right, so same thing across the board. Okay, so the 3x is off the base and the percentage is off the total. 60% of... This is crazy, man. Yeah, you're right. We can do that. We could do that. So purples without 113. Purples without 113. Purples with 2.94 million. So 2.94 million times the 21s with Zombie Gunther. 60% bonus. It hits harder. That is silly. Huh. Interesting. Okay, so for Professor and Sir Zorro that are working on a bunch of videos about Seth and how much more he hits, Zombie Gunther is still king. But, of course, we can do this. We can do this right. Oop, I think it's just right there. Now this is going to hit harder. This is going to hit harder. But, dang, yeah. Zombie Gunther's still more important than Seth, which means, you know, because I'm assuming I'm not going to get Seth. I'm okay. You know, I got Zombie Gunther, still 113 just to verify. Still 2 point. No, now they're 3.1. The higher the multi, the better Gunther is. Right. So having Gunther on there with the higher the multis. Yeah, Zombie Gunther is... I hope that he is... That was 131. Yeah. Wow. I hope Zombie Gunther is available for those who don't have him next month. That's all I'm saying. I really hope, because if you don't have him, he is apparently still the most important coach in the game. That's crazy to me. Wow. All right. Well, Evo, man, you blew my brain, dude. I would have told you were going to be wrong. Swaggy Davis, why weren't you informed about what? I almost don't want to click on this, but I kind of do. Why? Okay, I still don't know what you weren't informed about, Swaggy, but also Swaggy. All right, guys, help me run Umaga. Help me run Umaga for the person who's asking for it. I have not ever in my life run Umaga. And it's been a long time since I watched Goldie's video on him. So, we running him like this? Is this the correct way? Super kick, deal damage, choose 4 gems to make it a 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your purple gem damage by 80% for 2 turns. And then make 8 random gems purple. Okay, so that's good. Slingshot, seated Centon, deal damage, choose 6 gems to make trap. If broken by your opponent, doesn't matter. If broken by you, deal bleed damage. Okay. Purple, purple blade. Purple, purple blade. So, splash, wrecking ball, or finisher purple? What's blade? Headbutt drop, wrecking ball, bear hug. Okay. Oh, sorry. Purple, purple, black. That makes more sense. With plate that gives you 3 purple. Super kick, wrecking ball, and splash. That helps me. All right. Super kick is on there. We'll do them upside down. But that's okay. Wrecking ball. And the splash? Okay. All right. 2x3 black gems, stun, and jugs. Okay. All right, like this. Okay, Super Ball. Or, yeah, Super Ball. Super Ball. Blech. And then, okay, so what do we need to get loaded here? Entourage. Let's see, moves. Okay, so we're going to need Mellow. Evo, Spider Guard. Twitch Lobster, Poseidon. You tell me what we got here. Green and red? Why is that even on here? Okay, this is going to take us a second because we're going to have to get there to find Mello and everybody since he's not on here. Who else with Mello? Are we wanting to run Seth? Seth's pretty rare. Goldberg? Okay, so Mello, Spider Guard, purple gem damage. Okay. Mellow, 2 black MP, Santa, and Goldberg. Okay. Mellow, 2 black MP. Does he make, let's see. So purple gem damage. Oh, dang. I was going to say, all right. 2 black MP. Santa and Goldberg. Well, here. This is 2 black MP right there. How was somebody else running this guy before? What am I missing that's red and green moves? Let's see here. Goldberg. Jamie, maybe. Maybe after this. I'm going to hit my time here in a second, but that's okay. I just got to make sure I clean up the house. We got guests coming over. Since Rusty had to have us do the stream early, we got people coming over. We're gonna play Catan. So green finisher, that makes sense. Okay. Alright, Evo. Method is to lay down the jugs, use the 2x3, lay down the jugs, stun, swipe, swipe. Any plates that we want to run? I'm assuming we're gonna take the drip off of here. Should always not assume the drip. So jugs, so really there's not a plate there, so just purple gem damage. Oh no, you set it up here, didn't you? You said okay, yeah, with the plate that gives you 3 purple when you break black. Thank you. You already said it. I'm just slow. 3 purple when you break black. Break 3 or more black, get purple. Right there. Platinum Patrick, this whole wall right here is my wife's. And that is all board games. She collects them. It's part of her autism hyperfocus. And she has a lot of them. A very, very lot of them. All right. So that should be good. Let's see. It's okay, Twitch Lobster. Catan's fun, but I mean, Champions is my go-to. All right, Evo says, lay down jugs, use the 2x3, lay down jugs, stun, and swipe. All right, so lay down jugs. There we go. Choose a 2x3 to swap black. Do we want to connect it to anything? That's going to cause a problem. That's possible. Put it right there. I do play Carcassonne. Yes. We have a shelf of Carcassonne back there. I like that game a lot. Stun wouldn't be loaded in Feud. Fair enough. I mean, it's not critical to what we're doing, though. Alright, so lay down jugs, stun, swipe, swipe. So swipe purple, swipe black. We got purples here. Let's try not to cascade. Swipe. We could lay down jugs again. Swipe. All right, that did 91 million. All right. Woo! Woo hoo hoo. That is awesome. All right, let me cut a quick video on this one cuz thank you guys. This is good to see. I don't have Umaga, but I do have those other pieces to this. This is easy. All right. Let me cut us a video for this. This is going to be a live should you take, and I very much appreciate you guys for helping me figure that out. Oh, let me load him in before I start the video screen. There we go. What's up, WWE Champions Universe? This is Lee from Champions Chat, and we are live on an early Thursday stream with about 48 of my very best friends on Twitch. And one of those good friends, Evolution, helped us to figure this out. A couple others in the mix here. So, you know, Twitch Lobster and, of course, the wonderful Spider Guard. And who else? Who else? Forgive me if I'm missing it. Footers. But Evolution showed me a way to run Umaga. I have not seen this character run literally since Goldie did her video on him way back in the day. So the question at hand is, should you take Umaga 6-star gold if you're lucky enough to have him? And I've got the answer for you right here. So here's how we're going to run him. On the bottom, I would run these reverse, but this is how they were set up. So black, 7 MP super kick, deal damage, choose 4 gems to make it into 2-turn Juggernaut gems that will increase your purple gem damage by 80% for 2 turns on every countdown and make 8 random gems into purple gems at the end of the countdown. That's a lot. 6 MP Samoan Wrecking Ball, deal damage, choose 2x3 area to swap black. And then the Wild Samoan Splash, 9 MP purple, deal damage and force your opponents to skip their turns for 2 turns. Just a note, as Evo pointed out on stream, this would not be loaded turn 1. The Wild Samoan Splash, anyway, would not be loaded turn 1 in Feud, and you do need to swipe to get a turn. On the Entourage, you need Mellow for purple moves start with 4, and black moves start with 4. You need anybody else who does 2 additional black moves. Ignore the fact that there's trap gems right there. You just need 2 black moves. You need 17k Santa, and you need Goldberg. So that's a number of rare things right there. But whenever you create Juggernaut gems, you're going to create 1 more Juggernaut gem with Goldberg. The strap, the main thing you're going to need is the Eternal Positivity. Whenever you break 3 or more black gems, get 3 purple MP at the end of your turn. This is a 50% gem damage trap with double Fury 2, and since we're on the Candy Store account, it does have the all gem damage at 35% right here. So, all of that going for us. We're going to go into battle against Zombie Sami Zayn here, and we're going to use Evo's wonderful method here to do a match. Hopefully I don't cascade. I didn't on the other one. You know, it is what it is. Actually, you could start out with the stun. Just saying. We could start out with the stun. But we're going to put the Juggernaut gems down. I like to use them on the bottom because I try to use the top to not cascade. We're going to create a 2x3 area to make it black, match one gem with it, and hopefully we don't cascade again. Hooray. We're going to lay down the Juggernaut gems again, still laying them down on the bottom right here. Then we're going to stun, and then we just got to swipe. Any colors, doesn't really matter, but I like purple, so let's go purple. There we go. Extra turn, and we'll do a red match there. He's stunned, so it's not going to matter, and if you would have done that in feud with that purple match, you'd have been loaded turn 1 with your stun, by the way. 94 million reduced down to 84 million. So if you were on this stream with us, you know we power rated solo Sokoa, the old Trickster version, and found that without drip, he is just not doing anything. This Umaga right here, yeah, you need Goldberg and Mellow, but my goodness, that was some insane power. So, Footers, Evolution, Chaga, Jason Ja, all those guys on the stream, Jamie Mod's with us right now. Thank you for showing me this. Should you take Umaga 6-star gold? The answer is an easy yes if you have Goldberg and Mellow and one internal top positivity plate that's pretty available. So yes, you should. Share this video with your friends or faction mates who are asking, hey, I just got Umaga in the loot, at some point. Should I take him up? Here's your answer. Encourage him to watch it to the whole way because it helps us out a lot and we try to be super helpful to the community. See you on the next one. Bye. So, yeah, I didn't hit record on that one. I'll redo it here in a minute. I'll give you guys credit. But yes, Jamie Mods, please like, subscribe, share. YouTubers say that all the stinking time, and I never had any intention of becoming a YouTuber with my life. Not that I dislike YouTube. I love YouTube. That wasn't my life plan. But since I am one, at least in a small way, please go ahead and sub and like and all of those wonderful things. Well, we are at the end of the time frame here. I've got to get ready for some stuff. I thank you guys for joining us. Usually, we are on the live channel. First of all, we're usually only live once a week on Friday nights. This week, I did have a little oopsie poopsie where I went live on the main channel for our podcast recording, and I was with a guest host. So Iron Sheik 84 got to make his official main channel debut. That was entirely my accident. I'm sorry. I have a lot going on in life right now. I'll make a video about it sometime of it all. But it was great. So I was live on the main channel Thursday morning, and then Thursday night we got to do the blog video. I normally don't get to do that. Normally it's Davey and Professor. Love Davey and Professor. Make sure you follow those guys on Twitch and YouTube, but we got to do it this week because I had a chance to move my schedule so I wasn't at Taekwondo. And then normally we're on Friday nights on the main channel and we power rate. Next week we are going to start power rating the Ninja Turtles. We're not going to do it this week for reasons that will be made clear by next week. But next week we are going to try and power rate at least 2, maybe 3 of the Ninja Turtles and see how they hold up in the meta. Make sure you check things out on there. Go on our Discord. It has a link to our power ratings sheet. And I appreciate you guys. Literally, very much appreciate you guys. Not joking when I say this game is my only hobby, and you guys make it more fun. So thank you for being a part of that. End of the stream here. Everyone who made it. Talk to you guys later. Bye.